Yeah, I've took the orange cable, yeah, so I could get up to that top bit there. I'm just having a quick sit down. I've done this side. Just going to do the rest of the garden now. In a minute, I'm having a cigarette. Yeah, this is a matter of principle, actually, more than anything. Because I believe in points of principle. So if you haven't got principles, you shouldn't be picking up a decoy phone in the first place. Right, okie doke then. I'm going to get one thing straight with every single one of you. Alright, now it's entirely up to you. I don't care whether you stay on my timeline or you don't. Alright, but if you want to go at Pete, right, you're going at me. Alright, that bloke's been through hell and back because of these swines. And yes, sometimes he's bitten back and he said some things that even he regrets. But that doesn't mean that they weren't justifiable under the circumstances. I've suffered what he's been going through this for 3 years. Alright? This isn't something that's just picked up and started off yesterday. Or the day before, or even in April. This has been going on to poor Pete for 3 years. Now, I don't know whether you know a lot about Pete, yeah, but his son got sexually abused, right, by an individual, yeah, and now these people are using that incident, that terrible, awful incident, and they're using that situation against Mr. Greenhall. Now, if you stop and think for a second what they're actually doing to the poor man, you know, no, he hasn't dealt to no kids. He hasn't dealt. I'll see you later then, Pete. Alright, I'll see you later. Hang on, I'm just going to it don't matter, whoever you are, I want you to get off my timeline. Really? I don't care how long we got on well before or since, yeah, because basically, unless you've gone through the hell that I've gone through, that he's gone through, that Joanne's gone through, like Heidi's gone through, like Angie's gone through, like Claire's gone through, if you've suffered the abuse that these people mete out on you, then you can understand why you absolutely go spare. Now, we're talking about, you know, dealing drugs and all this lot. I mean, I posted up something, you know, earlier on about, you know, the morphine again. And it is disgusting. It is disgusting. It is disgusting. You know, and if any of you think that that's absolutely fine, and that these individuals can go along and pick on kids that have been raped and raped, sexually abused, you name it, yeah, and you haven't got, you know, and you can't understand the father going absolutely mental at you, you need your bloody heads read. It is disgusting. It's disgusting beyond reproach. You know, Pete did his crimes back in the bloody, when was it? In the early 90s? Late 80s, early 90s? You know? That's a lifetime away. That was when he himself was a young one. You know? And then don't sit here pontificating to anybody, oh, he does drugs, he sold drugs. When you lot, or some of you lot, go down and buy weed every week or every few days. I mean, where? 97. And you paid the price for it. The man's done his time. He learnt a lot in prison. And he's a reformed character. So, you know, he just explained to me he's had 12 officers around, 12 police visits, 2 ambulances. It's gone up now, it's gone up to 12. But that's over 3 years. You know, I had all this in such quick succession that the police, you know, even the officer that turned up yesterday was one that come round, and that's when Richie gave me a call. I said, yeah, you're the one that's married, isn't it? He said, how did you remember? I said, I remember. Look, don't worry about me, I remember. You know? So, you know, and, you know, you're going on as if you've never made a mistake or never put a foot wrong in your lives either. You know? I mean, how many of you have probably done some cocaine or smoked weed or done speed or done LSD? How many of you? So I tell you what, there won't be many of you that will be able to say, no, I've never done that, never touched that, never would. Not many of you. So the hypocrisy behind actually criticising him for it, when I've seen some of you at times, and there's footage about where, you know, you're snorting cocaine and shit. Then really, honestly, you know, don't throw stones unless you live in glass, you know, especially if you live in a glass house. Don't throw stones, that's it. You know, to have a child, well, to be raped, to be sexually assaulted is one thing. To have your son or your daughter go through that, and you didn't know about it and you're powerless to stop it, that's going to play on your mind for the rest of your bloody life. Yet they choose to punish him and go on about it and name the bloke that did it. Like I said, I've had threats from the, you know, Wayne Ritchie reckons he's going to come up to my door, which is another 101 phone call. You know, because I want him nicked. I want them all nicked. You know, I get the abusive message in my inbox. I post it, telling everybody what I think of the person who messaged me. Yeah. Defending those people that talk about raping kids, attacking sexual abuse victims, posting people's kids up, grandkids up, and putting them into pictures which are rather distasteful. And you go on like selling ecstasy is the biggest crime in the world. It ain't. It ain't. Raping a kid is worse than murder, because that's what you're doing. You're murdering a soul. That soul will never be the same again. Yet you want to murder it. You want to keep on making it suffer. You've tried it with me. Used Angie's abuser against her. Heidi's abuser against her. My abusers against me. Claire's. Anybody who's been sexually assaulted or raped and they know about it, they'll go after you and they'll name the people as well, and they'll taunt you about it. So, like I said, if you don't like my association with Peter Greenall, if you really think, yeah, that him selling ecstasy 23 years ago and getting caught for ecstasy, getting caught selling ecstasy 23 years ago and jailed, yeah, and he served his time, is anything, it is worse, yeah, than what these people are doing to him and what they've done to him over 3 years. And you need your bloody heads read, and I want you to get off my timeline, and I want you to get off my timeline right now, okay? So thank you ever so much. Bye bye.